Hello and welcome to your yoga class. Today I'm going to guide you through a 1-hour Vinyasa practice. Vinyasa means flow, so we're going to move breath to movement through part of the class. We'll take the first 15 minutes or so to warm up, the next half hour to kind of get into the heart of our practice and standing poses and core. And then the last 15 minutes will be more of a pull down, hip openers, relaxation. So, thank you for taking this time out for yourself. We're going to start in our child's pose. So come onto your mat, bring your knees nice and wide, bring your feet to touch, and then sink your hips back toward your heels. Let your chest melt towards the floor. Relax the shoulders down, away from your ears. And start to deepen your breath. Feel your inhales fill up your back body. And empty out your lungs on your exhales. Just a couple more breaths here. Last deep breath. And then start to walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Bring your attention into your right palm. Press it into the floor. And feel that length created on the right side of your body. Just breathe some length and space there. Walk back to center, over to the right side, left hand pressing into the floor, and then breathing into the left side body. And then back to center. One more breath in your child's pose. Then press yourself up to tabletop position. So all fours, shoulders stacking over wrists, knees under hips. And on your inhale, drop your belly, gaze up high. Find some length in the front of the body. And your exhale, rounding into cat pose, chin toward your chest. Find some space between your shoulder blades. Let's flow through that a few more times. Inhale, gaze high, cow pose. Exhale, round in, cat pose. Two more. Inhale, cow, gaze high. And then exhale, round in. Last time with your breath. Inhale. And exhale, round in. Inhale back to a neutral spine and tuck your toes. Press yourself back, downward facing dog. And so in this first down dog, you can keep your knees a little bent. You can pedal out, bending one knee deeply and then the other. Starting to wake up the hamstrings and calves. Just find some intuitive movement. This first down dog, be a little more mobile. And then coming into stillness. The bottom of your exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat for ragdoll pose. So a forward fold. Let your heart melt toward your chest or toward your knees. Hands can remain on your mat, or you can interlace pinky fingers into your elbow creases. Just let your head be heavy. Maybe shake out your head yes and no. Just trying to release the neck muscles. And you can keep your knees as bent as needed here. full breaths. Release the arms, interlace them at the base of your spine. Send your knuckles up high towards the ceiling. And just feel that nice stretch across the chest. Release your hands back to the mat. And heel toe your feet to touch. So big toes touch, a little space between your heels. Inhale to a halfway lift. Find some length in your back, either hands to shins or they can remain on the mat if you've got that flexibility. On your exhale, forward fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, mountain pose, sweeping the arms up high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Let's just ground in with a few deep breaths. Inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale, ground in through your feet. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms. Find a little lift through your chest. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands through heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high plank. Pause for a breath in. On your exhale, either drop your knees or lower all the way to your belly. Got a cat here. Cobra pose on your inhale, so tops of your feet press into the mat. Inhale, lift up through the chest. And then exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, release. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Press yourself up through tabletop or high plank, and then press it back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And one more, fill it up. Exhale, let it go. The bottom of your exhale, step, hop, or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep the arms high. This time, interlace fingers like a steeple grip. So fingers are interlaced, pointer fingers are reaching towards the sky. Ground in through both your feet, take a breath in. On your exhale, send your hips to the left, reach your arms to the right. So big side body stretch on the left side. Find that left foot pressing into your mat. Relax the shoulders down. Take one more breath. Inhale back to center. And exhale, other side. This time, arms to the left, grounding through that right foot. Find some length on the right side. Inhale back to center, release the hands, cactus and lift through your chest. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Step it back, high plank. This time, option for another cobra or chaturanga if your shoulders are ready or if it's in your practice. Half push-up position. On your inhales, upward dog, send the chest forward. On your exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. So those are optional. If at any point you want to move to a cobra, like we did in our warm-up, or skip the vinyasa altogether, you are welcome to just come from high plank straight to down dog. Let's take a deep breath in here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale the right leg high. Let's open up the hips. So stack the right hip on top of the left. Bend the right knee. Make any movements that feel good. You're rolling out the ankle. You can even make some big circles with your knee. Straighten or bend the right leg. Back to one-legged dog, and then on your exhale, step it through to a low lunge. Let's drop the back knee. Walk your hands up onto the front thigh. We'll pause here. So feeling that stretch in the left hip flexor, maybe in the right hamstring. And let's send the arms up high, maybe coming into a gentle back bend. Release hands to the mat, half splits. So send the hips back. Maybe inch that right foot forward a couple inches to create a little more length in the right hamstring. So the sensations in the back of the right leg, you can optionally fold forward, get a little more stretch. Deep breaths. Let's rock back to a low lunge. Keep your left hand planted on the mat. Sweep the right arm high. Find a deep twist. Try to keep the shoulders down, away from your ears. And then release right hand to the mat. Let's step that right foot back into high plank. And then again, your choice here, cobra, chaturanga, where you can press it straight back to down dog. Let's meet in our down dog. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Other side, inhale the left leg high, and then stack open the hips, bending the left knee. Big stretch in the right hamstring. And again, find some movement that feels good on this side. Back to three-legged dog, and then step it through on your exhale into a low lunge. Drop the back knee down, walk the hands up onto the front thigh, and pause here. And then send the arms high. Crescent moon. Maybe find a little back bend. Let's be gentle. We're still warming up the body here. Let's release hands back to the mat. Half splits. So walk the left foot forward. Straighten-ish the left leg. And then fold in if that's available. Last breath here. And rock forward back to a low lunge. Keep that right hand planted. Sweep the left arm high. Gaze can be up if that's okay on your neck. Just find that big twist in the torso. And let's release left hand back to the mat. Step it back, high plank. And then chaturanga on your exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep, full breath out. And one more like that. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale the right leg high. And exhale, step it through low lunge. This time, inhale is crescent lunge. So feet are hip width apart, create a little stability in your base. Palms facing each other, reaching towards the sky, fingers bright. And then sink as deep as feels good in that front thigh. Back leg is straight and strong. And then breath is deep. On your exhale, airplane your arms, sweep them back. So again, engage that left leg. Weights in the front foot. Left leg is working too. Chest is open, reaching back with the hands. Take one more breath. Our release is star pose. Left hand drops down, reach all the way up and open. Reaching for the sky. Toes out, heels in. Hands come to heart center. And then sink your hips low into horse pose. Okay, just since our first time in horse, bending one knee, straightening the other. And we'll come into a twist. So bring hands to your hips. Actually bring them to your thighs. Let your shoulders shrug up toward your ears. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop the right shoulder, gaze towards the back of your mat. Pausing here for a couple breaths. Find that opening in the shoulders. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Left shoulder drops, gaze towards the front. Inhale back to center. Hands come back to your heart. Keep your hips low with the arms. Inhale, sweep them high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to star pose, stretch it long. Exhale, warrior two to the front of your mat. So back heel is down, hips are open here. Arm shoulder height, gaze is soft over the right fingertips. Come into your breath. One more here. Let's flip the right palm, reach it high, reverse warrior. The left hand can rest on the back leg. Gaze can be up if that works for your neck. Otherwise, just gaze straight ahead. Find that big side body stretch. One more breath in here. On your exhale, windmill down to high plank. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Other side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent, and we'll pause. I'm just giving the body a few breaths in this first round of poses. Make any adjustments, make them a little more easy to just drop into. Keep your breath strong. On your exhale, airplane your arms, sweep them back. Find that lift in the chest. Firm up the right thigh. Keep the spine long. Our release is star pose. Right arm sweeps us up and open. Find some length. Heels in, toes out. Hands to heart. Sink into your horse. And let's just pause here with the arms only. Inhale, sweep them high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to star pose. Exhale, warrior two to the front of your mat. Soft gaze over the left fingers. Flip the left palm, reverse your warrior. Big side stretch. Stay deep into your left lunge. One more breath in. Exhale, windmill down, high to mid-plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here in your dog. Get your heart rate down. That's going to be our flow. So we're going to move through that series, breath to movement. Empty all of your air out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And let's flow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, the horse. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, star. Exhale, the horse. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Two more like that. Fill up. Exhale it out. Last one, fill it up. Exhale, let it go. Adding on to our flow, inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step it through lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane arms. Pausing here, option to stay in airplane lunge. We're moving into full airplane pose, challenging the balance. So left leg's gonna float, maybe hip height. If you want, you can bring your fingertips down to the floor or a block for a little more added stability. You keep the spine long, open through the chest. Round through the four corners of that right foot. One more breath. Gently step it back, lunge. Release into star pose, open it up. Find some length. And then let's bring our feet parallel to each other. Inhale, find a little back bend. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. So folding over, grabbing what's available, either feet, calves, even walk your hands through your legs. Find a little rest here. Maybe shake the head out. Your neck be loose. And let your heart rate come down. Take some deep breaths. And then releasing, hands are going to come out either to a T or to your hips with a flat back. Inhale your way up to standing. Warrior two to the front. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach it high. And then exhale, moving into a side angle pose. So right elbow is going to come on the inside of the knee or bring it to the top of the knee and rest it right there. And any variation that's in your practice can stay here, come into a half bind, sending the left arm around, or maybe even a full bind. You've got the room in your shoulders. So wherever you are, ground through both feet. Really bring some attention to that left foot. Last breath or two. Release back to star pose. Just to come out of that right leg, and then moving into triangle pose. So right hand comes to your right shin, and then left arm high. If you have a block, you can use that here, just under the right hand. And then from triangle pose, option for half moon pose. It's going to be hard with the cat here. But hand is going to come down on the outside of the right pinky toe. Left leg is going to float parallel to the floor. Engage the left leg, the left foot. Open your hips like you're trying to stack your left hip on top of your right. Last breath here. Our release is back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, high to mid plank, windmill down. Let's meet back in our down dog. Let's meet in our down dog. Take a couple breaths here. Moving on to the other side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane arms. Pausing here, option to stay here, or mindfully moving into full airplane pose. So the four corners of the left foot are pressing down into the mat. Right leg, right foot engaged. Heart lifting for 3, 2. Release right leg down, releasing into star pose. Reach it long. Parallel your feet. This time, interlace fingers at the base of the spine for chest expansion. Inhale, find a little lift. On your exhale, forward fold. So send your knuckles up towards the ceiling, opening up through your chest. Let your neck be soft, head be heavy. Let your heart rate come down. Releasing the hands out to a T or to your hips. Engage your core, come all the way up. Warrior two to the front. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. So find your variation. Either left arm on the inside of the left knee, rest it on top. You can move into your half or full bind. Just find what works for you today on this side. Maybe you can close your eyes. Just keep your breath nice and deep. Last breath here. Release is star pose. Give that left leg just a break. And then back to warrior two. Back into triangle pose. So left leg is going to stay straight, but try not to lock the left knee. And then think of stacking your right shoulder on top of your left. If this feels good, stay here in triangle. If you want to challenge your balance, left hand's going to come the outside the left pinky toe, and then coming into half moon. So right leg lifts, stacking right hip on top of the left. Firm up everything. One more breath. And gently step it back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome work, guys. Let's drop to our knees here. Either tabletop or child's pose. Just take a moment and just notice the heat building, the space you're creating. Grab a drink. Okay, so let's move in to a couple core poses. So as you can see, someone is very relaxed. So let's start in goat pose. So come onto your sit bones. You can bend your knees. Option to keep your feet on the mat. It's a little easier that way. So if your feet are on the mat, all you're going to do is lean your torso back to feel your core engage. So you can stay here or lift your heels. Bring your thighs or your calves parallel to the floor. Stay here or maybe release the hands. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Release is half boat pose. So coming on to the back, legs are going to straighten. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to boat pose. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half boat. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Boat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Half boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Relax the feet. You can stretch the arms overhead. Take some deep breaths. Let your belly be soft. And let's hug the knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze, maybe rock on the sacrum back and forth. And then let's rock and roll along the spine. Go up to a seat, cross your feet, plant your hands. We're going to move into a plank series. So we're going to do a forearm plank, moving into side plank, back to forearm plank, and then side plank on the other side. So just 15 seconds on each. Quick 1 minute here. So I like to interlace fingers. You can keep them parallel if you'd like. Feet are hip width apart. Come into your plank. Draw your belly in. Engage the thighs. And then breathe. We're here for just 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank on the right. So heels drop to the right. Weight is in that right shoulder. You can send your left arm higher to your hip. Option to stack the feet, just to make it a little more challenging balance-wise for 5, 4, 3, 2, back to forearm plank, 15 seconds here. Engage the legs, draw the belly in. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank on the other side. Drop the heels, maybe stack them. Lift your hips. Stay with your breath. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to forearm plank. And then drop your knees, drop your belly. Let's meet in Sphinx pose. So arms are parallel, elbows under shoulders. Let your heart just lean forward. Looks like you're creating a little back bend in your upper body. Just let your breath relax, the heart rate come down. And then we'll get into the neck. Drop your chin to your chest. Feel that stretch along the back of the neck. And we'll do a little semicircle. So right ear to right shoulder, left ear, left shoulder, back and forth. And release all the way down. Press yourself up through tabletop or high plank. We'll meet back in our downward dog. So take a few grounding breaths in your down dog. You've just got a couple more standing balance poses. And one more breath here. The bottom of your exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to chair pose. So bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the arms up high. I'm gonna face you guys a little bit easier to see what I'm doing with my legs. We're gonna move into eagle pose. So right arm is gonna sweep underneath the left arm. If that doesn't work for your shoulders, you can come into hands at heart center. So right arm underneath the left arm, and then right leg is gonna travel over the left. So you can kickstand with your big toe here, do a single wrap, or if you've got the flexibility, you can tuck the right foot behind you in a double wrap. And then squeeze the thighs together. Sink your hips another inch or so. Find something to focus on that's not moving. Stay for another breath. Release is mountain pose, sweep it high. Exhale, forward fold. And let's bring the feet hip width apart. Peace fingers are gonna grab the big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, come into an active forward fold. So pulling yourself forward. Last breath here. Release your big toes, heel toe your feet back to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend the knees, sink your hips. Find your chair. And then the left arm is going to sweep underneath the right arm here. Find your variation. Left leg up and over. You can kickstand, single or double wrap. And then squeeze the thighs. Sink the hips low. Breathe and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release, mountain pose, sweep it high. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your feet hip width apart. This time gorilla pose, so hands are going to come underneath the soles of your feet. Inhale, find a little lift. On your exhale, pull yourself in. Deep breaths to get the heart rate down. And releasing the hands. Heel toe your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep the arms high. Exhale, cactus, lift through your chest. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step it back, high to mid-plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. So right knee sweeps towards the right wrist. Your right ankle can be at any angle that works for your hips, so it can be pretty close to your inner thigh or more parallel, depending on your hips. And then just walk the left leg back. If you have a block or a bolster, you can put it underneath the right hip if you've got a lot of space there, or if you have a towel. So option to stay here or walk your hands forward into a sleeping version. We'll be here for a whole minute, so try and find a place that feels good to hold. Let your body start to really open in the hips. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Release your jaw. Last couple breaths. And start to press yourself up onto your hands. You're going to drop onto the right hip and then sweep the left leg up and around. Right foot is going to find the inner left thigh. And sweep the arms up high. Then exhale, twist towards that left extended leg, and we're going to fold over. So just meet yourself wherever that tension is. So try not to be forceful here, just kind of round in. And let your breaths be deep. Just allow your body to open softly. Couple breaths. Inhale back to a neutral position. Keep your feet where they are. I'm going to send the right hand behind us, tenting it by the sacrum. Left hand's going to find the outer right thigh. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, gentle twist, just gazing over the right shoulder. So keep that spine long. And then back to center, just a quick gentle counter twist the other way. Back to center, bend your left knee, cross it, plant your hands, step it back, downward dog. Pause for a breath. And then other side, inhale the left leg high, half pigeon on the left side. So again, find that angle that works for your hips. Maybe this side feels a little different than the right, and that's okay. Use whatever props help give your body a little support, because we are going to be here for about a minute. Walk Your arms forward, starting to melt your heart towards the floor. And see what you can relax here. The forehead, your jaw, shoulders, your breath. Last couple deep breaths. Gently start to press yourself up. Drop onto the left hip. Swing the right leg up and around. Left foot meets the inner thigh. Inhale the arms high. And twist over that right leg, fold in. Again, be a little more passive in this forward fold. Back to a neutral spine. We'll come into a twist. So left hand tense behind you by your sacrum, right hand to the outer left thigh. Lift up and then twist over. Back to center. Little counter twist the other way. Back to center, cross that right foot, plant your hands, step it back, downward dog. Rock forward to a high plank, lower all the way to your belly. Moving into locust pose. So arms out by your side like Superman. I like feet hip width apart. You can also draw and zip your legs together. Let's just start by lifting the chest, pressing the feet into the floor. And then lift the feet, lift the arms. Find that lift, squeezing shoulder blades. Keep your feet nice and active. One more breath. Release down, gaze to your right, left ear to the mat. Maybe rock the hips out, releasing the low back. Bring forehead back to center. This time we'll move into bound locust. If this doesn't work for you, you can do the same variation you just did. On your inhale, lift everything up. Chest, legs, and then draw the knuckles back towards the back of your mat. One more breath. Release it down, gaze to your left, right ear to the mat. Soften everything again. Find a little rock in the hips. forehead back to center. Press your way up to a seat. And swing the legs around. We're going to come onto our backs, setting up for bridge pose. If you have a block, you can use it here for a supported bridge. If not, it's going to be an active pose. So knees are bent, just close enough to your hips you can just graze them with your middle fingers. Hip width apart, parallel your feet. Your exhale, send your hips high. And then you can start to walk the shoulders underneath your chest and then interlace fingers if that's available. If you are using the block, you can place it under your hips at any level. Should feel real nice. So wherever you are, stay with your breath. We're here for just a couple more. Release the hands if they're bound, and then lower one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Once your sacrum hits the mat, bring your feet nice and wide and let your knees come together. Let's bring hand to belly, maybe hand to belly and heart, or arms down by your side, whatever feels supportive. Just close your eyes. Let's bring soles of the feet together. Let your knees come out wide. And then bring your knees back together. Hug them into your chest. A squeeze. You rock back and forth again on your sacrum. And then let's rock and roll the length of the spine a few times. Meet in our seat. Our seated forward fold. Extend your legs out long. Find your sit bones. Inhale, sweep the arms high. And then exhale, fold forward. Deep breaths. Now back to a neutral spine and come all the way onto your back. This time we'll meet in happy baby. So bend the knees, grab the outsides of your feet or the inside heels. Just going to press the hips towards the floor. You want to rock back and forth here if that feels good. Then hug your knees into your chest. And extend your right leg long onto your mat. Keep your left knee squeezing in toward your rib cage. On your exhale, draw the left knee across the body, setting up for a supine twist. So you can scoot the hips over to stack them more easily. And then left arm can be long. Find a little shoulder opening. If you want to complete the twist, gaze over your left shoulder. And try to relax all of your muscles here. Let this be passive. Let gravity do the work. Back to center and Let's hug both knees back into your chest. Sun, extend your left leg long. Keep your right knee hugging in. On your exhale, twist over to the left side. And again, adjust your hips to make it a little more comfortable. And soften in here. Back to center. Let's hug the knees back into the chest one last time. Give them a squeeze. Release this final Shavasana. So coming into your final resting pose, legs can be long, or if it feels better for you to bend your knees, or come into a supine butterfly. Just find a restful pose. Take up some space. Let all of your muscles soften. Let your mind just rest. Just taking in all the space you created in your body. Make some movement into your fingers and toes. Wiggle the wrists and ankles. You can reach the arms overhead and stretch out. And then gently make your way up to your seat. There. Rocking to the side in a fetal position, or just rocking your way up. Close our practice together. Find a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to heart center. You can close your eyes if that feels comfortable. And just sending out an intention to the world. May we all be safe. May we all be healthy. May we move through this time with ease and grace. Hands up to third eye center. We bow to each other, honoring the light within each of our hearts. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for being here and sharing your breath and taking time out to practice some yoga. We will see you next time. In the meantime, take good care of yourself and be safe, be healthy, stay well. Thanks.